Hello viewers, this is the second lesson in the series Easy to Learn Microsoft Word Lesson 2, and I am still your instructor, Vincent Hope. So in this lesson, we're going to be having a quick review of Lesson 1. We're also going to look at what you see in Microsoft Word. We have to talk about how to work with a new file, how to save a file, then how to retrieve or open a file. So the first thing we're going to do is a quick review of Lesson 1. Lesson 1, we talked about how to start and open Microsoft Word. We also talked about how to use the keyboard in Microsoft Word environment. So basically those are the two things we did in Lesson 1. So in Lesson 2, we're going to talk about what you see in Microsoft Word. When you open the Microsoft Word environment, you meet this. You see all this, and it could be a bit confusing if you don't know what to do with it. But let's take them one by one to have a snapshot of what we're looking at. Now I'll move my cursor. It says moving, and move to the first line. Now this first line is called the title bar. This is where you see the title or the name of the file of the document. For example, this is called Easy to Learn Microsoft Word Lesson 2. That is the title bar. Close to the title bar, we have what is called the Quick Access toolbar. It's called Quick Access because it contains some icons or pictures that carry out some very necessary quick operations you need in Microsoft Word. For example, this icon is used to save. This one is used to undo. This is used to redo. This is used to create a new page or document, and the rest of it. So we'll talk about that later. Then we have the Office button. If you click it, you discover it has some sub-menus, which we'll talk about later. Then we also have below the title bar, we have the menu bar. It's called the menu bar because it has a list of options. You see, you have home, you have insert, you have page layout, you have reference, and the rest of it. Then under the menu bar, we also have the sub-menu bar. The sub-menu bar means under each menu, like this is home, it has a lot of sub-menus, options you can choose from. If I click insert, you can see the sub-options changes of the sub-menus. Page layout, it gives you sub-options. Then we come to this area which is called the typing area, this white background which I'm sure you already know. That is the typing area. Then by your right you have what is called the scroll bar. If you click this up arrow, you'll see the cursor, the mouse pointer here. You click the up arrow, it takes the document up. You click the down arrow, it takes it up. Now this is called the vertical scroll bar. We also have the horizontal, which is not showing now, but we can bring it out. We can go to view, then we can go to outline. If you click outline, you discover here there's a vertical scroll bar showing you here. If I click it to this direction, it moves the document to that direction. I click it here, it moves the action to that direction. I click this one here, the vertical moves it down. I click it here, it moves it up. So let me close this view and return back to normal. So that is the vertical and horizontal scroll bar. Then we also have the status bar. The status bar shows you exactly what is happening in your document. For example, it shows you you're on page 1 of 1. It shows you have 45 words on this page. It shows you can switch between print layout, full screen, web layout, and the rest. It also allows you to zoom the document. If I press this minus sign here, it reduces it to 130 size. If I press the plus sign here, it increases the size. So that is what you see in Microsoft Word. So we have the title bar, the quick access toolbar, office button, menu bar, sub-menu bars, the typing area, the vertical and the horizontal scroll bar, which I showed you earlier, and the status bar. So now we're going to talk about working with a new file. This file is already an existing file. That is why it has a name. If I want to work with a new file, I will go to Office button. I click new. Now it tells me, do you want to create a blank document? I come here and I click what? Create. A blank document comes. I say it shows me document 2. I can close this document. Another way I can open it, I click this button here, which is new. I just click. It just creates the document 3, without going through that procedure. Now, so that is how to create a new document. I can close this document again. So we have created a new document. Now the thing we need to do, that is a new document or a new file, is how to save a file. If you create a file without saving it, you have lost all your document, all your job. So if I click Office button, for example, I click New and I click Create, I can type testing a new file. Now when you create a file, MSWord gives you the general name document 4, but you have to save it with your personal name. So to save a document, you can click Office button, click Save, very important icon. Click Save, then you type, it brings out a Save dialog box. Then you can see Save dialog box. Then you type a name, for example, John document, and I click Save. If you watch the title bar here, it is called John document. Let me close this and create another one. I come to this new, click New, call how, and type how are you doing. I want to save this. Instead of going to that method, I can come here and click Save. Click Save here. I can type James document and I click Save. So we have to document John's document. This is James document, and I close it. Now return back to my previous file, which is easy to learn. Now I want to open any of the documents, which is the next thing we need to learn to retrieve or open a file. I click this button here, the Office button. I check if it's under my recent document, whether it is James or John. If it's John, I click John. It opens the file. This is document. I can continue what I am doing. Then if I close this again and I come to this, I click Office button. I may not want to go straight to this direction. I can click Open. Then I type the name of what I want, James. As I type James, you see that it gives me the name. I select it, then I click Open. That document is opened. So I have showed you what you see in Microsoft Word, how you work with a new file, how you create one, how you save a file, and how you retrieve or open a file. This is very important in Microsoft Word. So, like before, I will encourage you to practice until you master this lesson. Thank you. I will see you in lesson 3.